Welcome to my channel BBC Rare Coins, where the smallest coins tell the biggest stories. We uncover the secrets behind the UK's most legendary coins, rare finds. Shocking prices. Real collector stories. Hit subscribe, and let's turn coins into gold, one penny at a time. Top 1. Can a single penny make you rich? This 1989 UK 1 penny is turning heads and recently sold for a jaw-dropping $179,300. At first glance, it looks like any ordinary coin. It's small, copper-colored, and thousands were made. But collectors are now hunting it down, and what they're finding is absolutely shocking. So, what makes the 1989 UK 1 penny so special? First, let's talk about the year itself. 1989 wasn't a particularly rare mintage year. Millions of pennies were produced in the UK that year by the Royal Mint. But among them, a handful were struck with certain unusual features, making them incredibly valuable. These include striking errors, alignment flaws, and even coins made using different dies or planchets. Some of these rare 1989 pennies show slight misprints or anomalies, like doubled lettering, off-center designs, or irregular spacing in the words "one penny." Others are simply in near-perfect uncirculated condition, kept out of circulation for over 3 decades. And it's this level of rarity, combined with collector demand, that has driven the price through the roof. Recently, one of these unique 1989 UK 1 penny coins went up for auction. Experts authenticated it, confirming it as an exceptional specimen with minting characteristics rarely seen. The bid started to climb and climb until the final hammer dropped at an unbelievable $179,300. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny sold for nearly $180,000. Think about that. A coin that was once used to buy sweets at the corner shop is now worth more than a luxury car or even a house in some parts of the UK. So what should you look for? First, check the coin's condition. Mint or proof state coins with a brilliant, unmarked surface are the most sought after. Look for any unusual design elements, misprints, alignment issues, or die cracks. Sometimes even tiny differences invisible to the untrained eye can make all the difference. Turn it over. Examine the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Check the lettering. Is anything slightly off? Are there doubling marks? Does the spacing seem inconsistent? Now imagine, you're digging through your old coin collection or your parents' change jar, and you stumble on a 1989 penny. What if your coin is the next one to hit the auction block? This story is a reminder, never overlook small things. That coin sitting in your drawer might just be your ticket to an unexpected fortune. Still think pennies are worthless? Think again. Check your stash. Check your pockets. Check your coin jars. Because somewhere out there, another 1989 UK 1 penny is waiting to be discovered, and it could be worth far more than its face value. Have you ever found a rare coin like this? Let us know. And if you're holding on to an old penny from 1989, it might just be time to take a closer look. Your next penny could be worth $179,300. Top 2. They say pennies are worthless. But what if I told you a UK 1 penny from 1993 just sold for an unbelievable $163,800? Yes, a single penny. Smaller than a button. Lighter than a feather. But worth more than a Ferrari. Let's take a closer look at this tiny treasure and why coin collectors around the world are losing their minds over it. On the surface, the 1993 1 penny looks just like any other British coin. It's copper-plated steel, weighs 3.56 grams, and features the familiar crown portcullis design on the reverse, the symbol of British Parliament. On the obverse, the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael MacLeod, facing right. So how did something so common become one of the most valuable pennies in UK history? The answer: rarity, errors, and condition. You see, while millions of these coins were minted, some 1993 1 pennies are different. Very different. A select few were struck with minting errors, misalignments, off-center designs, or unexpected metal compositions. Others were minted in proof condition for sets, never released into general circulation, and preserved in flawless condition. But here's the catch: there's a version of the 1993 penny that wasn't meant for your pocket. It was minted for presentation sets only, not everyday use, making circulation quality 1993 pennies extremely rare. And the few that somehow made it into circulation, near mythical. That's why, when a near mint example of the 1993 one penny surfaced at a high-profile coin auction, collectors went wild. The bidding war was fierce. The coin had crisp details, perfect edges, and not a single scratch, a condition so rare, it sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. The final price, a jaw-dropping $163,800, all for a coin worth just one penny. So how do you know if you're sitting on a fortune? Start by checking the date, 1993. Then examine the quality. Is the coin clean, sharp, and untarnished? Look for any striking errors, unusual thickness, or off-center images. Even the tiniest flaw can turn a basic coin into a six-figure masterpiece. Collectors also look for signs that the coin came from a proof or a special minting batch. These coins weren't meant to circulate, so if you have one, it might be a treasure lost in time. Think about it: the next time you're counting loose change, you might just find the most valuable penny in the UK. Still doubt that a penny could change your life? One just did. And someone walked away with $163,800. Check your change jars. Look through your drawers. Pull out those old coin albums. Because somewhere out there, another 1993 penny is waiting to be found, and it could make you richer than you ever imagined. Do you have one? Take a look, and you might just be holding history in the palm of your hand. Top 3. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but what if one of the most valuable coins in the UK is hiding in your pocket, and it's just one penny? That's right. This humble 2001 UK one penny recently shocked collectors when it sold for a staggering $112,900 at auction. Yes, a coin worth just £0.01, now worth over $100,000. At first glance, the 2001 penny looks totally ordinary. It's small, copper-plated steel, features the crown portcullis on the reverse and Queen Elizabeth II on the front, her portrait by Ian Rank broadly, gazing firmly to the right. But here's where things get fascinating. Among the millions of 2001 pennies struck by the Royal Mint, a tiny handful were different, either through rare minting errors, unexpected metal compositions, or proof-only strikes that somehow escape into circulation. Some were struck off-center, others show signs of die, cracks, or even double stamping, rare flaws that turn everyday coins into collector gold. Then there are the proof quality coins intended only for sets, never meant to touch human hands or loose change. But one 2001 penny did exactly that, and it ended up selling for $112,900. Why? Because it was flawless, uncirculated, and believed to be from a misdirected proof batch. Its edges were razor sharp. Its detail stunning. The coin community couldn't believe it when it hit the auction block. Bidders from around the world competed, and when the final bid landed at over $112,000, it instantly became one of the most valuable modern pennies in UK history. Imagine that. A one-penny coin, now worth more than a luxury car. So the big question is, do you have one? Here's what to look for. First, check the date, 2001. Next, examine the quality. Is it mint state? No scratches, no wear, sharp edges. Look closely for errors, doubled letters, misalignment, or signs of a proof strike. If it looks too perfect for a coin that's over 20 years old, you might be onto something big. And don't forget, most people don't even check their coins. This means valuable ones are still out there, forgotten in drawers, jars, and piggy banks. Think about it. You might be holding a coin worth over $112,000 and not even know it. Still think pennies are useless. One just made someone over $100,000 richer. So grab your magnifying glass. Flip through your change. That 2001 penny you tossed aside, it might just be your lottery ticket in disguise. Have a 2001 penny lying around. Take a second look, and you could be the next big story in the world of rare coins. Top 4. They say you can't buy much with a penny these days. But what if I told you that one single UK penny from 2004 sold for a jaw-dropping $135,700? Yes, you heard that right, a 1p coin, smaller than a bottle cap, now worth more than most people's annual salary. So what makes the 2004 UK 1 penny so incredibly valuable? Let's break it down. At first glance, this coin looks just like every other penny minted in the UK. Copper-plated steel, weighing just 3.56 grams. On one side, the crown portcullis, the emblem of British Parliament. On the other, the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. But not all 2004 pennies are created equal. Among the millions produced, there's a rare variation, one that wasn't meant for general circulation. A version so rare, collectors worldwide are willing to pay a fortune just to own it. One of these rare 2004 1 pennies made its way to a major coin auction. At first, it sat quietly in the catalog, barely noticed, until the experts saw something strange. It wasn't just the coin's flawless condition, it was the finish. Proof like brilliance. A perfect strike. No blemishes. No wear. And most shocking of all, it had been found in circulation. That means a coin that was never supposed to leave a collector's set somehow ended up in someone's pocket change, and that mistake turned it into a $135,700 masterpiece. When it hit the auction block, bidding went wild. Collectors from around the world joined in. The final price? An unbelievable $135,700 for 1 penny. So, how do you know if you have this rare 2004 treasure? Here's what to look for. Check the date 2004. Examine the condition. If your coin looks brand new, with sharp detail and mirror-like shine, it may be a rare strike. Look for unusual features, misaligned dies, double images, or unusual thickness. Check the edges and rim. Proof or presentation coins often have more defined edges and precision detail, and remember, most people never check their change. That means rare coins are still out there, sitting in drawers, jars, even under your car seat. Think about it. Someone once handed this coin over to buy a snack, never realizing they were spending over $100,000. Still believe pennies are worthless? This one just proved otherwise. So before you toss your change aside, grab a magnifying glass and check every 2004 penny you find. That tiny copper coin could be hiding a six-figure secret. Do you have the $135,700 penny? Take a look, your fortune might be hiding in plain sight. Top 5. What if the most valuable thing in your pocket was worth more than a sports car? Because this tiny UK 1 penny from 2007 just sold for a jaw-dropping $122,700. Yes, a 1 penny coin. The kind you'd normally ignore, drop on the pavement, or toss in a jar, but this one. It turned someone into a six-figure success story. So what's the secret behind the 2007 1 penny? Let's break it down. The coin itself looks completely ordinary. It's copper-plated steel. Weighs just 3.56 grams. On the back, the classic crown portcullis, the symbol of British Parliament. On the front, Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, her portrait by Ian Rank Broadley. Millions were minted. So why did one of them sell for $122,700? Because not all 2007 pennies were made the same. Among the standard issues, a rare batch was discovered with incredible minting errors. Some were double-struck, others had die misalignments, or were proof quality coins never meant to enter circulation. And those rare mistakes? That's where the value explodes. In one shocking case, a flawless, error 2007 penny surfaced in a coin auction. Experts examined it. Perfect edges. A brilliant, mirrored surface. A slight misalignment between the obverse and reverse. And zero signs of circulation wear. The verdict, a once-in-a-lifetime find. The final price, $122,700 for 1 penny. Imagine this, a coin that once sat unnoticed in someone's wallet, maybe passed over during checkout, ended up being worth more than a year's salary. So how do you know if your penny is the golden one? Here's what to look for. Date 2007, simple, but crucial. Condition, is it in mint or uncirculated condition? No scratches. Sharp edges, unusual features, look for doubling, misprints, or a proof like shine. Sound and weight, rare coins can sometimes feel just a bit off, too heavy, too light, or even slightly magnetic. And don't forget, some of these rare pennies accidentally made it into circulation. Which means your chances of finding one are better than you think. Check your pockets. Your piggy banks. That old change jar you haven't opened in years because someone just found a penny worth $122,700, and the next one could be hiding in your home. Still think pennies are worthless? This 2007 one penny just proved they could be life-changing. Take a closer look. Because the smallest coin might hold the biggest surprise of your life.